Hi, everyone. I am Pat Simmons, and thanks, Tony, for allowing me to be a guest. I am going to give you a tease of my new Christian Christmas novella, Christmas Takeover, The Next Generation. And this is book 13 in the series. So here we go. Chapter 1, St. Louis, Missouri, December 8th. Incompatibility was the reason Park Pace Jameson VIII was single this holiday season. Pace's last serious relationship ended months ago with nursing student Delilah Deli Fox. It was an amicable split after her visit to Grandma Beebe's mock funeral. Deli wasn't shy about her opinions of his great god grandmother's eccentric whims, which was legendary to the family. For the Jamesons, Grandma Beebe's shenanigans were second nature. Nothing she did surprised them anymore. He was in his fifth year at the bachelor's to master's degree program at Washington University in St. Louis as an engineering graduate assistant. Pace had analyzed his feelings after his first serious relationship. Physically, they were an attractive couple and shared similar interests, but he had to admit that he and Deli were never in harmony on an emotional level. She was just the wrong one for him. His relationship with Christ was more important, especially keeping Christ in Christmas. This was the time of year when people's charity seemed to abound. Too bad every day couldn't be Christmas to help those in need. The holidays were making Pace sentimental. He needed to be strategic about the next woman he dated. That special woman had to possess the qualities of wife potential. 23 wasn't too young for him to think about marriage. With his final exams complete, Pace focused on packing up his things from his dorm room so he could go home for winter break. Single or not, nothing could stop him from enjoying this uninterrupted time with his family. He couldn't wait to see his two sisters, Cammie and Victoria, who attended college in Oklahoma. This Christmas would be real interesting. They had insisted on taking over Christmas Eve dinner. More shockingly, his mother and aunties gave their blessing. Pray that no one would get food poisoning. Chapter 2, Tulsa, Oklahoma, December 19th. Harmony Reed could barely contain her excitement. She was ready to break out in a happy dance right in the middle of the store as she finished her last-minute shopping. Packed, she was ready to fly out of the Tulsa International Airport for Chicago with one layover to Nashville. She could have flown nonstop like her parents wanted, but Harmony declined their offer to pay for it. After all, she would graduate next May and would be on her own. Harmony preferred to exercise her financial responsibility. The cheaper ticket only added an hour to her flight. It's starting to look a lot like Christmas, Harmony sang her greeting as she answered her mother's phone call. She stepped away from the sales counter in the University of Central Omaha's bookstore and glanced outside the window where the sun shared its warmth on earth. Sweetie, have you been watching the weather? O'Hare has shut down the airport. Hundreds of flights have been canceled on the East Coast, and more snow is headed to Chi-Town. Her mother's voice was in a panic, and it's supposed to get worse. More snow could keep it closed for 2 days. What? She shrieked, then mumbled sorry to fellow students who were shopping nearby. No flights in or out. Haven't you been watching the weather? Lorna Reed didn't hide her frustration with her only daughter. Nope. Harmony hurried back to the sales counter. She mouthed to the clerk to check her out as she listened to her mother. Moments later, she gathered her bags and walked out of the store, angling the phone between her ear and shoulder. This couldn't be happening. The composure she held inside the store gave way to moisture in her blurred her vision. The sun made her squint, forcing a tear to fall. She had 6 days to get home, but Harmony was still nervous. In her 22 years, she had never ever missed Christmas with her family. Even though she lived off campus in a senior housing complex, she didn't want to stay behind and wait another day. If it wasn't for her paid internship at the graphic studio, Harmony would have left last week after class. She searched the sky for winter clouds. None here in Tulsa. It would be a sunny Christmas for Oklahomans. Her mom's high-pitched voice continued in her ear as she walked in a daze, clutching her bags. She collapsed on a nearby bench at the stop for the school shuttle. It arrived moments later and opened its doors. Harmony climbed in and flopped on the first row, adjusting her shopping bags. What if you can't make it home by Christmas? Lorna Reed was becoming frantic. As the only daughter and the youngest of 4, she had to calm her mother down. Mom, I have plenty of time. She ended the call when the airline sent her a phone alert confirming the flight cancellation. I have to figure out how I'm going to do this and make it home by Christmas. The end of chapter 1 and chapter 2. Again, I'm Pat Simmons. This has been a short excerpt of Christmas Takeover, The Next Generation. You can read more at my website at patsimmons.net. Bye, and thanks, Tony, for allowing me to read the excerpt.